Good day, sir. Good day, classmates, and to anyone who's watching this video around. This is my report about technopreneurship. My main topic is Introduction to Technopreneurship, and it has two subtopics, which is the technopreneurship products and services and team formation. What is technopreneurship? Technopreneurship is an emerging field of entrepreneurship. Technology plus entrepreneurship equals technopreneurship. So let us discuss first what is technology. Technology is an absolute need we cannot escape from. It has a very big role in most aspects of our lives. Across centuries, technology evolves. It is opening up a universe of opportunities unimaginable before. And there is a growing number of talented young business-oriented people to deploy technology to level the playing field of entrepreneurship. So the next thing that we have to discuss is entrepreneurship. It is involved in having the guts to do what you believe is right, thinking out of the box and making business out of it. So the main role of entrepreneurship is making business out of things that you have seen. If you're an entrepreneur, you might see an opportunity into making business of what is something that you have seen. So entrepreneurship is the ability of entrepreneurs to access or assess the risks and establish construction and civil engineering businesses, which are risky but at the same time suits perfectly to the changing scenarios of the economy. So there are four types of entrepreneurship. The first is incremental. Next, it is imitative. When you say imitative, as you can see with the products of the other firms, you will imitate what they are doing. Then you will make it into business as yours. You will have the same item or the same product, but you will have different names or different brand names. Number three is rent seeking. Seeking for rents with what your item is. And lastly, innovative. If you're an entrepreneur, you are innovative. You will make new things out of old things. You will make new products out of old products. And that new products will garner more efficiency. Moving on, let's proceed to an entrepreneur. Because when we are going to discuss what is entrepreneurship, of course, it is led by an entrepreneur. So an entrepreneur or the entrepreneurs are people who enter into new and pioneering ventures. They are whole-brained, meaning he or she uses both the left brain, which is for logical concepts of your mind, and right brain for creative concepts. If you're an entrepreneur, you are logically creative. Propelled by the power of imagination and the changeable nature of a sector that has become a byword for innovation. That is, our next topic is technopreneurship. Technopreneurship has transitioned not only from the fantasies but to the mainstream as well. Technopreneurs are riding on the wings of technology all around the globe to reshape, remodel, and reinvent the way we live, work, play, learn, communicate, manufacture, name it, everything. The possibilities are endless. That is according to Dr. Melita C. Alto, published in 2021 from an article in the internet. So this is the innovation, and this is the representation of technopreneurship these days. Next thing about what is technopreneurship. It emerged in high-tech ventures in ICT, electronics, internet, life sciences, and biotech. The service firms where technology is critical to their mission, such as eBay, FedEx, or smart money transfer, and e-learning. The use of technology in delivery of normal business activities. So the main focus of technopreneurship in this era is delivering the business life into technology-driven ventures. Technopreneurship is being an entrepreneur by using existing technologies very clearly and suiting it to a new application, inventing or developing a new product. So designing of high-tech products such as computer hardware devices. And technopreneurship clearly is entrepreneurship in the field of technology. So according to Jansel Pandeno Techno, technopreneurs are entrepreneurs who are into the core businesses involving technology-based industries. They make use of technology to come out with new or innovative products through a process of commercialization. The businesses are generally marked with high growth potential and high leverage of knowledge and intellectual property. Potential technopreneurs must be equipped with both technical and business skills. Since technopreneurship is involved in technology, so of course, technopreneurs must be equipped with these two aspects, technical and business skills. A technopreneur is an entrepreneur who is technology savvy. When you say technology savvy, the entrepreneur is inclined in the technology and the use of it or its use in order to improve the business firm or to improve the products that they deliver or that they serve to the people. So they are creative, innovative, dynamic, and dares to be different and take an unexplored path and very passionate about their work. They take challenges and strive to lead their life with greater success. They don't fear to fail. They take failure as learning experience, a stimulator to look things differently and strive for next challenge. Technopreneurs continuously go through an organic process of continual improvement and always try to redefine the dynamic digital economy. So this is the outline of the most successful and effective technopreneur. First, technopreneurs or effective technopreneurs are not born but made. You will make yourself, you will develop yourself, educate yourself to become a technopreneur. That is the very basic fact about technopreneurs. Second, technopreneurs are most often not a one-man team, or technopreneurship is not a one-man team. It means that he works with a team. Technopreneur is trained to be a mentor. When you're a technopreneur, you are a mentor to your subordinates. He is a calculated risk taker. He shares the burden of responsibilities to other team member, of course, because you work with a team. He understands the needs of the customers. When you're a technopreneur or an entrepreneur, you surely understand the needs of your customers in order for your products or your services to be a demand. So he has a business model in mind. He understands the value of resources and where to find them. That is the most essential character of a technopreneur. Because in this era or in this world, you will use your resources in order to find opportunities for your business. So a technopreneur does not aim to stand out, but address a solution for a common good. And technopreneurs love what they do. Apparently, technopreneurship is recognized as a prolific idea in today's digital era because of 4 reasons. So first, they have limitless opportunities. Second, we have market expansion. Third, we have reduced cost. So since this slide completely explained what should be explained regarding to the topic technopreneurship and its subtopics, so I will no longer expound the ideas. Lastly, we have access to information. While searching, I found out that there is a technopreneurship trilogy. So we have first the technician. Then a technician has the manager. And the role of the entrepreneur is to make a business. So the business that was being made from this trilogy is very effective when it comes to their products and services. And speaking of products and services, so discussed here are the technopreneurship products and services. So technopreneurship is not a product, but a process of synthesis in engineering the future of a person, an organization, a nation, and the world. Strategic directions or decision-making processes are becoming more demanding and complex. This requires universities and inside professional development programs and training to produce strategic thinkers who will have skills to succeed in a rapidly changing global environment. This is according to Vortex Venturer, published online on 2018. So this article tackles about technopreneurship in civil engineering field. Since technopreneurship is not a product, but it is a process, we have here the technopreneurial processes. First, we have idea generation. When I say idea generation, in here, the idea is generated. One may have seen an opportunity and turn it, or may have seen an opportunity, create an idea with it, and next, it will undergo idea screening, which means you ask for a team or you work with a team and screen your ideas, or you have to undergo concept testing. It means that your idea will be, or you will create a concept of your idea and you will test if that concept is effective or not. Next process, we have the business analysis. So with that concept that you have created, the question is that relevant for your business? So you will undergo business analysis out from that single idea that you have created. Next is prototyping. This is applicable when your business firm is making a product. You have to make a prototype in order to see or to observe if that idea and that prototype is working. Next, you will undergo test marketing. What is test marketing? Test marketing is the product that you have created or the prototype that you have created. You will market. Next, you will go commercialization. If you can see that the product you've created has a large market, it has a large use to the economy, large use to the society, you will undergo commercialization in order for your product to be known to the people, to be known to the society, and of course, to be known to the world. Lastly, you will undergo monitoring and evaluation. In this part, you are going to monitor the processes that you have undergone, and you're going to monitor how did your product went. Then you will evaluate the details. So the monitoring and evaluation gives you the idea or transparency of your actions. This is the example of the successful technopreneurship that we have seen in the society. So according to Blanco in 2007, technopreneurship comprises identifying modern technologies and even creation of technological opportunities by the presentation of commercial products and services. So what are those presented commercial products and services? So this is clearly emphasized in the next items that we will discuss. Property has achieved through technology and accurate entrepreneurial skills. Some examples of successful technopreneurs are, we all know them, Bill Gates for creating Microsoft. And everyone used Microsoft for educational purposes, for offices, business, and many other uses that it has contributed to the world. Next, we have Sergey Brin and Larry Page. Sergey Brin and Larry Page are the heads of creating Google. And we all know that Google is very essential and very useful in today's generation. You can go to Google and search everything you wanted to know. And that is the most essential contribution of Sergey Brin and Larry Page. Next, we have Jack Dorsey. He created Twitter. In Twitter, you can express your ideas, you can express your opinions with all your audiences and people who followed you. We also have Steve Jobs for creating Apple. This is the most complicated software services of all time, but it is most essential, it is useful, and very effective. We also have Kevin Systrom. He created Instagram. So we have many technopreneurs who are successful in creating everything that we have today. We will also discuss who that Elon Musk. The billion Elon Musk has been regarded as tech chicks. He is the CEO of SpaceX, PayPal, and Tesla. So other well-known technopreneurs cover Bill Gates, who is the founder and owner of the award-winning firm of all time, the Microsoft. I have explained to you that Microsoft is very essential in today's generation for paperwork and everything that we have to present. Even though that we have struck by a pandemic, Microsoft services are still very useful, and it became even more useful in today's needs. Of course, the film that has been made out about Steve Jobs named Pirates of Silicon Valley that give him a title of technopreneur. It involves all the creative actions involved in the building up of the global corporate empire, the Steve Jobs Apple Computer Corporation. We also have Uber founders. These two were Uber founders. Garrett Camp and Travis Kalanick came up with the brilliant idea of being able to book a cab with just a few clicks from any location. The technopreneurs also used the potential technology to build a GPS integrated application that entirely changed the economics of the taxi industry. At this juncture, we will discuss about the technopreneurship and its importance. So needless to say, technopreneurship has played an influential role in the use of technology for fulfilling various purposes. First off, it makes it easy for people to stay in touch with each other and comes up with some unpredictable products as well as solutions that are beneficial for the nation. As we can all observe, we have Facebook today, and in Facebook, you can communicate with your family members, with your friends, and to anybody whom you wanted to communicate with through an online conversation or online text messaging or calling. So that is the most essential contribution of technopreneurship. So outlined here are some of the bullets that emphasize the importance of technopreneurship. First, technopreneurship is very important in creating employment opportunities. Next, we have local resources. You can get your sources locally and you can turn it into a firm. Business diversification and decentralization. We also have technological advancement. Through technopreneurship and online platforms, the technological advancement has become more effective and become more improved in today's generation. We also have capital formation. And lastly, promotion of entrepreneurial activities. We also have technopreneurship and its team formation. This is the last subtopic of my report. So what can we find out with this team formation? Although research on entrepreneurial team formation is gradually growing, it is at a critical juncture and marked by considerable fragmentation. In part, this is because scholars have examined entrepreneurial team formation through different disciplinary lenses and within very different contexts. So the entrepreneurial team formation, it can be atomized as the process through which founders establish a team to start a new venture. So based on what I have explained to you a while ago, that in technopreneurship, you have to make a team. You have to work with the team. Also, it has important implications for team performance and entrepreneurial success. Why? Because when you're going to form a team on your business, you are getting your idea from different person. Different perspectives comes from different person. And those perspectives are very essential when you are going to brainstorm them, combine the idea or separate the idea. The result is still there when you all agree with what is most efficient and what is most effective within relation to your business, services, or products. So the unique environment of entrepreneurship creates an atmosphere conducive to team formation. So in this statement by Harper, 2008, it clearly emphasized that when you are going to start a new venture for business or entrepreneurship, and also it is very applicable in technopreneurship, team formation is very essential and helpful. It says here, the choice to cooperate with others and the shared interest encouragement, and value orientation among potential team members appears to be very useful. At this moment, we will discuss how to become a successful technopreneur. You may ask yourself, how to become a successful technopreneur? Well, you will find out what the answers are. You ought to stay ready to explore and map areas. It is not associated with exploring new ideas, but it is about taking risks to figure out something new. More frequently, the idea may not sound good at first, but it can work brilliantly while executing, right? Thus, experimenting is the only way to find out. Here are some steps on how to become a technopreneur. First, you are going to build a team. In building a team, you will hire many people to cooperate with you, to share ideas with you, and create a new venture with you. Secondly, you will boost problem-solving skills. Of course, problem-solving skills is very essential in entrepreneurship or in technopreneurship. That's why you will have to boost it on yourself, and you will have to master how to create solutions out of existing problems in the society related to your business. Next, the decision and the final strategy. So you will create a final strategy in order for your ideas to become effective to the consumers, to the buyers, or to your customers. So you will undergo decision making, which is very essential so that you are not prone from failure in your venture. So the decision on the final strategy is very important when you are going to create a step or when you are going to create an action for your venture. Lastly, you have to implement the idea. So after building a team, brainstorming the ideas with your team, you are boosting problem-solving skills among everyone. Then you will decide or make a very proper decision-making on the final strategy. You will lastly implement the idea. What is implementing the idea? You will launch your products or you will render your services according to what have you planned or what have you strategized with your team. So this is in addition to the ideas that I have been given to you a while ago. First, you have to identify and develop your idea. If once you are a technopreneur, you can develop an idea from a certain thing that you have seen around you. Next, you will hire the right people. That is a part of building a team. You will hire the right people, the people who can support you and the people who can support your ideas and who will agree with you according to what is right and what is proper with that idea you came up. Next, solve problems that arise on a daily basis. This is also a part of boosting up your problem-solving skills. Problems that arise on a daily basis has a great influence most of today's generation since we have been struck by a pandemic. So the problems on business firms arise by which their services or their products has a hard time to be shared, hard time to be commercialized or to be sold to people because we have implemented quarantine activities or quarantine implementations, and transportation to products or delivering services becomes very impossible because people are prohibited to go out. Lastly, you will pick the best strategy. So in becoming a technopreneur, you must be smart in picking your best strategy in order for your business to still be attractive by your customers, your consumers, or your buyers. So here is a quote. Technopreneurship and entrepreneurship both can't be solo shows. Based on what we have emphasized earlier, it needs teamwork. Just like entrepreneurship, technopreneurship also needs team effort to get to a higher level of success. It includes getting people who are passionate, innovative, and tech-savvy on board. What makes an entrepreneur a technopreneur? because there is a difference between entrepreneur and a technopreneur. So an entrepreneur is one who makes business, one who created business. So a technopreneur, a technology idea owner who ventures to make his idea a commercial reality, he is then called a technopreneur because he utilizes technology for his ideas to be transformed into a commercial reality or into a venture for his business. So the main focus of technopreneurship here is using technology throughout your business. So listed here are the references and links I use for my report. So before leaving this information and ideas to you, let me have a moment to share this one with you. Hard work is not the only thing for being a technopreneur, but it also needs the determination to make a certain idea work. You will have your determination, you will render your hard work, then you will hope for your success. So far from this moment of explanation, I am tremendously grateful for your attention and your benevolence in listening my explanation and in watching this very informative video. This is Rayalyn Amarelie presenting my report about technopreneurship, its introduction, products and services, and team formation. Thank you.